Shalom, shalom, shalom to the hopefully elect of Israel. I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillstone who are taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopefully elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. Alright, I'm your fellow servant, Malakia. Alright, coming in with another lesson today. This lesson is going to be going into, got it titled, going into, it's about to get real in the field. Okay? And as we see these things approaching, alright, we can obviously see that there is getting ready to be some civil actions against, the government. It's going to have the civilians against themselves, the civilians against the different immigrants, which is all going to usher in these UN troops to bring in the stability. But we're starting to see the beginning, how can I say it, the beginning, I guess, turmoil of all these things that's getting ready to come to pass. And these are things all within the scriptures. All right. So showing you that way, how the scriptures say all the things that what it says, it shows you that how it's going to get really, really real. It's about to be so surreal that it's going to catch these Americans, off guard. These Americans aren't going to understand the severity of what's truly happening, especially with this invasion that's happening, because it's a mass groups of people coming and flooding in, all right, and going into these different major cities. But you have one state here, which is Texas. Okay, they are coming up and having their own national guard, okay, to be able to keep watch over their borders, because they're getting tired of letting these people come through. Okay, and it reached all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is the TexasTribune.org. It says U.S. Supreme Court says Texas can't block federal agents from the border. Okay, you have a state against the federal state against the government, and they're defying, all right, their authority by setting up their national guard, okay, to watch over the border so that the people cannot come through. So it says the high court's order effectively maintains long-running precedent that the federal government, not individual states, has authority to enforce border security. So the U.S. Supreme Court is, like they say, the laws of the land. People usually listen to whatever the Supreme Court hearing says, but here it is, Texas, they kind of disregarding this. And this is what's going to bring in and what usher in this civil war. I'm just going to read one paragraph and then we'll get into a quick clip and then a couple of scriptures. All right, so this is I can just cut this one off. Going to be a quick, straight to the point lesson. The first paragraph, it says the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday ordered Texas to allow federal border agents access to the state's border with Mexico, where Texas officials have deployed miles of concertina wire. All right, this is this little barbed wire, and it's going up across, all right, the different miles along the course of the border of Texas. It says the order did not explain justices' decisions. For now, it effectively upholds long-standing court rulings that the Constitution gives the federal government sole responsibility for border security. Okay, this is when they're going to use to the point to where the federal government can come into play. All right, so I got a quick scripture, not quick scripture, but a quick video. It's from the brothers. His page is Arrows of Indignation 144. It says, at the Texas border, Esau against Esau is brewing.
Under Governor Abbott's emergency declaration, the Texas National Guard has seized control of this park and some surrounding land along the river, put up fence fencing and razor wire and kicked out federal Border Patrol agents, arguing that it's the Biden administration that has perpetuated illegal crossings, so Texas is going to control this land from here on out. Our crews have seen what appears to be Texas National Guard blocking Border Patrol agents from key areas of the operation here, and senior Border Patrol agents confirmed to Fox News that BP has pulled resources to avoid a confrontation. Citizens of America.
All right, and you can see it. Okay, the conflict. And here it is within this little small clip. This is a movie that's getting ready to come out in theaters in April 26th. It's called Civil War. This is getting ready to come to the States. All the 50 states, they want to call it the United States, how they're all united, but no, they're all getting ready to be divided. All right, in these next coming months, or it could be weeks, because things are escalating quicker and quicker.
Called Western Forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military. Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
Already have armed National Guard, armed soldiers deployed to block federal agents. The Supreme Court has now ruled in favor of these federal agents. They can go in and remove razor wire, basically allowing wave after wave of criminal alien entering this country. The Texas National Guard is already defying the feds. The feds have asserted jurisdiction here. Texas National Guard said, screw off.
Right. And this is going to bring a lot of fighting, okay, between the people. Okay, not only the people, but the people against the government. All right, so let's get that right quick in the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another." All right, it's what we're seeing right now. Invasion. This is happening. All right, people coming in from another country, coming to this country. Soon getting ready to be people going up against their into their own homes, their own facilities, their own jobs. Hey, things just getting ready to amp up, man. And these things are starting right now. It says, "For there should be sedition among men and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." See, the people not regarding the kings nor princes of the land. And now you go into the authority. The Supreme Court is an authority. The federal government is an authority. But then you have states now. The Texas National Guard, they're getting to the point to where they're blocking things off from the federal government. This is getting ready to bring much more turmoil. That's why we got to keep watching. This is getting ready to amp up more and more as the times progress. It says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." This is what's happening. Texas is saying, "Hey, this is going to stand in our power right now. We're going against the government. Soon it's going to trickle down to the people, the citizens. Then they're going to start taking up arms in their hands, like the scripture says." It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." See, the times is getting, the times are getting rough. Let me get one more quick. What's that? Well, we don't gotta get it. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able," showing you that they're getting ready to start blocking off shit real soon, and they're starting to do it right now. Texas and their border, then it's getting ready to be cut off from cities to cities, well, from state to state, and then from cities to cities, then from county to county, then sections of subsections. It's getting ready to get to that point. The military is getting ready to calm down, okay? Because chaos is getting ready to happen. You gotta think about it. The famine is getting ready to come. The famine of the word. Everything is compiling. It's all coming together. So let me go back to the clip right quick.
What's going to change? Why would the Supreme Court saying you can remove the razor wire change anything about Texas state law and how they handle law enforcement? Texas has said it is illegal to cross our borders in this way, and we will enforce the law. The feds are saying we can remove this and allow them to break the law. I don't see Texas backing down from this. Texas is going to say, that's great, Supreme Court, really, really great. Good luck removing the razor wire when our guys are standing there holding guns, blocking you from access to the river. What are the feds going to do? Show up with guns and point the guns to the National Guards, take it out of the way? Is Texas, I mean, fair question, is Texas going to instruct their armed soldiers, you must now evacuate and let the feds come in?
Because the order is, it's a temporary order pending the ongoing litigation, is there a chance that, like, effectively Texas could be held in contempt of court? Like, what are the punishments for not going along with this temporary order pending ongoing litigation?
What does that even mean when the feds have already asserted jurisdiction on the river? And Texas said, F off. You can file all the paperwork in the world for injunction. The feds have already asserted it's our jurisdiction. And Texas said, don't care, get out. With guns.
It's coming. It's coming. Here it is. You see nothing but just a lot of different things with AI.
You likely encountered some form of AI-generated content on YouTube in the last 12 months.
Alright, so this is coming. You got AI on the brink. Job losses. What was that I put in the group chat earlier? I read the article. Oh yeah, it says the LA Times to lay off at least 115 people in the newsroom. So much more job cuts is getting ready to happen. It's been happening, but it's getting ready to come even more. And this is going to bring more riots to the people because people can't be able to pay their own bills. And here it is, you're trying to let other people come from another country to come inside this country. And these Edomites, they're not loving this shit. They hate this. Alright? And this is what's got them out there in the woods. Alright? They're loading up their guns. They're polishing their guns. They're cleaning them. They're getting ready because they want blood. They think that it's getting ready to get to the point to where people getting ready to invade and they got to fight. Alright? So these Edomites they're ready. Okay? But not as ready as these other different heathens. These different nations that's entering into this country. Think about them UN troops. They here, man. They just waiting. They're just waiting. But this is the book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 24. We're going to read down to verse 26. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Alright, so we're witnessing the downfall of Esau Edom. We're witnessing the downfall of America. You know, we're witnessing the downfall of all of the things that what you see when you go to the store, when you go to your job, when you go to, you know, places of maybe entertainment. And all this it's just all the way of life, you know, of America is getting ready to cease. This shit is about to really get real, and the people don't see it. Our people don't see it. They've been blinded. But they're going to get caught up within it. Alright, this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. This, Lord willing, could be the year that we see things start to pop off. Verse 25, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, Salakia, that house cannot stand. You see? This place it's on its way out, man. It says, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. So we see the end of America. When you see the adversary rising up against the adversary, against himself, and they're being divided. You go into that word divided means to cut in half. When something's cut in half, it's not full. It's on its way out, man. It says he cannot stand but hath an end. Like the scripture says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We're getting ready to see Esau's downfall, and we're seeing it right before our eyes. Each day that you wake up, each day that you're looking, through the news articles, you're watching the news, or you're watching, looking at different news articles. It's showing you this is the end, and showing you that before the end come, it's truly about to get really real in the field, man. And we're getting ready to see, all right, much chaos, much gunfighting, much death, much hunger, much confusion, and plenty more. Many things is getting ready to come down the pipeline here in America, Babylon the Great, and we're witnessing, all right, the beginning pieces, all right, starting to come together. All right, so, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, Akim and Akwatim. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillstone who have taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations out there to you sincere and you hopeful elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. Around your fellow servant Malakia. Shalom.